Who the heck is Maria Horstmann? Should you listen to her? Welcome to Be Fab, Be You Made Simple, your daily dose of inspiration designed to help you reinvent yourself by optimizing your body and mind. I am Maria Horstmann, a health editor and coach, a fitness trainer, a speaker, and an entrepreneur, founder of BeFabBeYou.com. Our episodes are short and will bring you valuable content and practical nuggets for optimal health and fitness that you can implement ASAP. Let's get you to feel fabulous every day. Are you ready? Check out the show notes to 1, schedule a free call with me to discuss a plan to take your health to the next level. 2, submit a question to be featured in our Ask Me Anything episodes on Sundays. Connect with me on social media and much more. Hit the subscribe button, and if you like what you hear, share with your friends and leave it a rating. Is Maria Horstmann. Should you listen to her? Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. Whether this is your first time listening to the Be Fab, Be You Made Simple podcast, or you are a return listener, I guess, welcome, welcome, welcome. You may wonder, who the heck is this chick behind the mic talking about health and wellness and fitness? And why does she think that you want to listen to her stuff? She is not a nutritionist, nor a PhD, nor is an MD. Why should you listen to someone like her or even consider any of her suggestions? Wow, my friend, you are in for a treat. In today's episode, I will share the ins and outs of your girl here, coach and trainer, Maria, the founder of Be Fab, Be You LLC. If you catch this episode on YouTube or on my website, BeFabBeYou.com, you'll be able to see my pretty face and many pictures. So here's the deal. If you're not interested in getting to know your host better, skip this episode. You will not hurt my feelings. Look, I will never know that you skipped the episode. That's okay. You know what? There's better things in life than me knowing you, that you skip or not, that you listen or not. But I will tell you this. I am a people's person and I do care. I would love to get to know you better, regardless of your choice here. Tell me something unique about you. Yes, everyone is special and gifted. You might not know your gifts are yet, but you are gifted. Or tell me whatever you want. Send me a video, send me, a voice recorded, send me pictures, send me just your words. And by the way, anything you send me is safe with me. Check out the notes of this episode to learn ways to reach me. And I cannot wait to hear from you. Oh, keep in mind that I am your cheerleader. And I might not know you, but I love you because love is to give. The more I give, the more I receive. I love that. And I would love to work with you. So whenever you put your big girl's pants or big boy's pants and you want to embrace a healthy and fit future, I am a call away. Be ready to go. Schedule a free call at BeFabBeYou.com. And that is BeFabBeYou. What do you have to lose? Nothing. Now, let's get to Maria's journey, shall we? Wondering who the heck is Maria Horstmann? That's me over here. And why would you want to listen to me? Hello, this is Maria. I'm a holistic health and wellness fitness, a personal trainer, a corporate wellness consultant, a speaker, and a podcaster too. My trainings are in nutrition endocrinology, in insulin resistance, and personal training. And I'm honored to be part of your health village and your health community. My mission is to use my knowledge, my experiences, and my words to transform lives of millions. That's it. You heard me right. I know it's kind of out there, right? But that's okay. That's where I want to go. And I hope you're part of it too. So I get to transform the lives of people for the better. I get to implant hope, energy, zest for them to have their life back. I get to educate and inspire people. I get to witness their confidence and their self-esteem to go up. I get to be part of their aha moments. And I get to hear a thank you with meaning and gratefulness. There is nothing more rewarding than that. God, that's so fulfilling, and that's hard to even describe to you what it feels like. And maybe you have felt that before. So this sounds wonderful, but it hasn't always been like this. I grew up in Brazil, if you didn't know that, or that's where my accent comes from. My mom raised 3 kids on her own. My father never spent a night in my house. And technically, I was a kind of a bastard kid. Yes, he had his own family when I was already conceived. It's a long story, but hey, I'm here. Needless to say, mom played a role for both dad and mom. And she did her best, and I'm grateful for her putting me in this world. I carry, though, a few huge bags filled with crap from childhood, emotional crap. We all have them. I decided to confront them in my adulthood, especially in the last few years. I know I can do more. I can do a lot more. I can be more. I'm far from reaching my potential. And I want to discover the best version of myself. And that's what I want for you too, by the way. And it's hard work and it's deep work, and I'm up for it. And I've been doing the work. I started to work, by the way, at a very young age. At 12 years old, I got my first bike, and I paid for it by making moccasin shoes, sewing kind of thing. And I worked in a mini market. I worked in a supermarket. I worked then at 16, actually, I got a job in a manufacturing firm as an intern in HR. Then I grew out of that and became an HR assistant. And then at 19, at the same company, I was in a college for international business or import and export. And I got an opportunity to actually work at that same company, in that department. It was a dream come true for me. I worked really hard, but I was fulfilled. I loved that job too. Now, in 96, I left Brazil. College, a great job, that job, family, boyfriend that I had a relationship for over 3 years, for an 18-month internship in Atlanta, Georgia. Well, that was almost 25 years ago. During this time, many things changed. I worked for great companies. I had great bosses, some not so great, but the majority were great. They believed in me. I worked in international business and accounting and finance, and I finished my undergrad here in the United States in finance. In 2010, I earned an executive MBA from Emory University. Shortly after, I came across a Jesus conversation that I had with myself. I didn't want to follow my mom's, footprint health-wise. I wanted to age beautifully, and I wanted to age independently. And I changed my health, my lifestyle, and my career 180 degrees. I started my health journey in 2011. In a few years after, or in the next few years, let's put it this way, I became kind of obsessed with the topics of health. I overcame prediabetes, chronic digestive issues, eating disorder, and a lot more. I discovered a new me by applying the knowledge I was learning. I became so curious about the body that eventually I left a successful career in corporate finance, making over $100,000 a year, living a very comfortable life as a single person, to be of service to others. Financially, that was a terrible decision. At the same time, the company I was working at wasn't doing well. The position was going to be eliminated. My position, they had just created, I had just started. I had to make a decision of starting all over again at another company. And if you have worked in finance, you know there are long hours, there's a lot to prove, and making that kind of salary is very demanding. And I always loved my jobs, but at that point, there was something pulling me. And after a lot of thought, a lot of agony, a lot of anxiety and thought, I said, I gotta go. I decided to take the leap of faith and try this thing. This thing is be an entrepreneur, something that I had never aspired to be. You know, I wouldn't have gone to an MBA school to do that. But anyway, that's where I'm at now. In early 2015, I let my corporate career go. What can I say about my journey since? Well, it's been very challenging and rewarding, super difficult, and yet, like I said, gratifying. I hit a few big lows since 2015, financially, emotionally, mentally. I invested a large amount of money in training, coaching, programs, and etc., all to get me up to this speed. Again, when I said that I was a terrible decision, is because I was not financially to the position that somebody should leave or was good to leave the corporate world. But the anxiety brought me to that point. I pile a lot of expenses on credit cards. I used to have a pretty good credit score, and I had lots of credit cards with 0% interest, and I pile the expenses there. The business, on the other hand, wasn't growing as fast. I was dealing with too many freaking internal demons. I was one person doing dozens of things that I was terrible at. What it was, still am, by the way, marketing related, anything marketing related. I don't like to use that I'm terrible at something, but that's the reality. I'm working on it, but that's not my forte. My forte is to change people's lives, is to coach them, is to guide them, not to be doing marketing. Okay? That's the reality. But anyway, in 2017, I hit my first freaking wall. I was broken physically and emotionally. At that point, I was working with a coach, and I took a step back and I worked on getting recentered and healthy again. In 2018, I realized that financial stress from the credit cards had created this huge dark cloud on top of my head. Here I was in the business of alleviating people's stress and getting them healthy, and I was stressed out. How in the world I was going to attract my ideal client? No, I was not going to. There's no way. I had to do something. I asked myself, what can I do? What can I do that is going to bring me flexibility and cash so I can pay this debt? I thought about going back to corporate, but the 9 to 5 job would basically kill all the clients I had. I didn't want to lose my clients. So after some thought, cash, flexibility, boom, bingo, waitressing. I know, crazy as it may sound, a person with an MBA, successful career that I had going, scratching all that out, now considering to wait tables? Yes, crazy. But you know what? That was something that I could try that would not compromise, my business. So mid 2019, I started to work shifts at 2 local restaurants here in Atlanta. Here's the kick. Quickly I noticed that waitressing was doing a heck a lot more than just paying my debt and clearing out the skies for me, because it did. It was amazing. Amen to that. I cannot tell you. These jobs had become social outlets and they brought me fun and joy, actually. Look, I even got a couple clients out of it. There are times that I have some deep conversations with those guests. Look, I have fun with the kids. I really feel like I'm one way, not to everybody, but I'm adding value, and it's gratifying to me. And look, it is physically demanding. Yes, sometimes, I get so many steps, but hey, it's an active job, right? So that's a plus too. My back sometimes can hurt because of the long hours. I work like a freaking dog on the weekends because that's when I do these jobs. But I feel relieved and I stay focused on what it's purposed. And my focus is what? I service the people. I get paid back by servicing well through the tips. I come home with cash. I pay my debt and I move on. That to me is a win-win, folks. And obviously, I do not want to be doing waitressing, for long, right? That's not what I'm here for. My calling is a very different calling. But until then, until my business is at a point that is covering all my expenses plus the debt, hey, that's a good to go. And by the way, don't you worry, I'm rearranging. I am recentering my focus and my attention in new offerings and all that. So I can grow the business at that point, because ultimately I want to move to the beach and have this business to be 100% online and have offerings to individuals at different levels, so I can go and have my sunset and my sunrise at the beach. So getting back to the real calling and passion of mine as a health and wellness and fitness coach, let me tell you, I find the body to be an amazing machine. We choose how, what, when we fuel it. Fuel. To me, the sources of fuel are mindset, our nutrition, supplementation, exercise, sleep, stress, fun habits. Combine all this with tools like functional blood chemistry analysis, nutrigenomics, which is studying the genes, and consistency and commitment. We are in for a treat. And that's what I'm here for. That's what I want to help you with, because people get transformed with that. I transform myself. And I know if you show up every day with that intent to age beautifully, to be independent, to not depend on medications, and to feel with a zest when you wake up in the morning and a lot more, I know I can help you. And so why would you listen to me after all? It's because of the combination of my experiences and my education, especially with nutrition endocrinology, that allows me to offer you a comprehensive, natural approach to better health. What I speak is based on science. It's not woo, 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 although there is some woo, woo, woo about it. Some people consider woo, woo, woo. They're not to me. But I believe that you and I are responsible for building our health village. We're all unique, and there is not one healthcare professional, one coach, one trainer who will know it all and have it all. We are in the business over here of combining all these techniques and all those healings, and I am part of that health village for you. That's what I'm here for. So let me wrap up with a few more personal things and goodies I want to say about me, because I want to hear about you too. So I am single still, no kids, no pets. until I get a house with a backyard. I don't want to put pets inside my townhouse. Anyway, my family lives in Brazil. As you can tell, I'm an open book and I'm a free spirit. I've been called crazy many times. Among those many crazy activities that I've done, I've bungee jumped 10 times around the world. I love it, love it, love it. It's freedom. It's best. I'm telling you, if you've never done it, you got to do it. Okay, you got to do it. I also done great white cage diving, and they have beautiful blue eyes that I'm talking to you and I remember them. I mean, it's incredible experience. Now, other things I like to exercise. I feel empowered by doing that. That's one of the reasons that I like to do and help guide people as a fitness trainer. I like to crack up, to meet people. I love talking to strangers too. I meet awesome people out there. I like to read. I like to learn. I like to dance. I love the outdoors, mountains, hiking, but I also love the beach. My favorite spot is about 5.5 hours from Atlanta, Georgia. It's on the Gulf of Mexico, around the Destin, Florida area. White sand, beautiful, clean water, and dolphins. Love them, love them, love them. And by the way, one more thing that you got to know about me is I love whiteboards. You see over here, let me see. Yeah, right there. There's one big. I have 10 of them. Okay, there is spread behind that one. There's another 2 or 3. Then upstairs, I love whiteboards. I love to dump my thoughts in them and then look at them, take a step back. And I love to do that with people as well, clients, if I'm seeing them in person. If not, we use a pen and paper. Now, last things is my favorite hobby, scuba diving. Love it under there. And my favorite sport is volleyball. However, due to the shoulder abuse, I kind of let it go about 3 years ago. So that's it about me, folks. Now, may I ask, that's your turn to share? I cannot hear your story. Thanks, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for listening to the Be Fab, Be You Made Simple podcast. Can you do me a favor? If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend and leave it a rating. It helps the podcast and I really appreciate it. If you're wondering where to start, head over to my website, linked in the show notes, to sign up to receive encouragement, tips, and strategies to maximize results. While you're there, download a free health guide to get you started today. If you're looking for a coach and trainer to help you optimize your weight, body, and health, get on my calendar. Let's discuss your goals, establish a custom plan, implement it, and celebrate your results. Together, we can do this. Find the link to schedule a free energy audit strategy session also in the show notes. Connect with me on social media. I would love for you to let me know that you're listening to the show. Also, see the show notes for the links. In addition to a qualified healthcare practitioner, it's important that you have someone in your corner who is in for you and will help you to plan and stay on track implementing your goals. Are you ready? Let's rock and roll this boat. I will see you on the next episode of Be Fab, Be You Made Simple. Just a reminder that this podcast is for educational purposes only. This podcast is not a substitute for health care by a doctor or other qualified medical professionals. This podcast is provided on the understanding that it does not constitute medical or other professional advice or services.